Hi Capricorn, it's Chronic Joy Tarot, and we're doing your mid-month update for July 2017. And typically, as I always do, I'm going to be using the Zen Tarot deck here for your reading. And I pulled one oracle card to give us a topic, sort of to focus on, and guide us in the right direction for the reading for you. And that oracle card this month comes from this deck, Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. It's a newer deck for me. I've had it for a few weeks and I've been playing with it. I love it. It's beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous. Okay, and thank you so much for joining me here, subscribing, liking, sharing. And if you want to schedule a personal reading, this is going to be a general reading for Capricorn. And if you want to schedule a personal reading, click on the links that you see throughout this video here and there. And we could schedule a time for a more specific, efficient reading for you personally. Okay, the card I pulled for you, Capricorn, is the Fog card. So this is the sense of maybe being a little bit unclear. It literally says veiled. So let's see what this reading's bringing about. Immediately off the bat, what I'm getting, Capricorn, is that you may be seeing things differently than another in your life, and that may be informed by your need to make a situation fit the way you want to see it. I'm not sure if that's making a lot of sense, but let's see how the reading goes, and we'll see what goes on there. This spread is called the Flying Bird. This is your point of liftoff. This is your starting point. This is where you are now, Capricorn. And that is the maturity card. So this is telling me that if a situation is unclear to you and it feels like you're in sort of a dissonance from another, you're sort of in a different viewpoint of another, with that fog, that veiled card, that not clear, you're not seeing a situation clearly. You can rely on your experience, on your wisdom, on the fact that you've lived life a certain number of years, and things will work out. Even though you can't see clearly now what's going on or how it's going to unfold, you can first of all just rest in the knowledge that it does work out. And you know that from experience. Your wisdom tells you that. And so whatever the issue is that you're not seeing clearly, or you're not seeing eye to eye with someone, the fog will lift, as it always does, right? As your wisdom tells you, and the situation will shift and change. So this is a good place to start from, because you can rely on that knowledge that you've gained throughout your life, even in the most difficult, cloudy, foggy situations, right? Okay, this card here is called the Fear of Flying. So if the whole thing's called the Flying Bird, this is the one card that's going to sort of trip you up, or the energy that you must master in order to proceed. Okay? The Creator. So this goes along with this maturity card. These are very powerful cards to have in the start of your reading, because notice how the power chakra, the self-empowerment third chakra here, is lit up on this figure, the solar plexus. This is saying that no matter what is unclear, or how you may be disillusioned, or feeling like another is disillusioned from the way you see things, or just that you don't see eye to eye, you can rely on connection to yourself to smooth it over and move past this. Okay? Externally, in your external world, you may experience some control issues, maybe some power struggles with another, or you're recognizing your own internal desire or need to be in control, or have that external outer image of being in control, which we know really, with your wisdom, that control is sort of an illusion. Life happens and you decide how to navigate through it. You decide how to respond. You're responsible for how you see it. You're responsible for lifting your own fog, right? There is no control over any other person, over any situation. You navigate. You move. You don't, buckle down and hang on and think I'm going to overpower this situation. You find ways to work through it and work around it, right? Okay, and remember the way this reading goes, this is your center, and the left side of the reading are all internal energies that may not be perceived by others, but that you're aware of inside. And then this side here, the right side, the masculine side, is the external energies, or the things that show up in life. And so if you're having power struggle issues with someone, well, let's see what you're guided to do next, if that's the case. Okay, the miser. So if you find yourself in that situation where you're having these power struggles or not seeing eye to eye with someone, that fog is just not going away, then tap inside to your personal heart and the gems and the jewels and the shiny places that are within you, and let them out. Find that that beauty that you carry, that only you have, that thing about you, that comes from your solar plexus, from your third chakra, that thing about you that makes you who you are, and don't hide it away anymore. Get in touch with it and expose it a little bit, if that's the case that you're finding yourself in this power struggle. So let's say you're in a power struggle and the person that you're struggling with says they like things ABC, only ABC, that's it, that's the only way, and you really like it to be XYZ, right? It's the way you prefer it. Find that thing in your heart, that thing within you that may be able to create a situation where you say, yeah, ABC is interesting. Let's take a look at that for a second. Would you like to hear about XYZ? Do you know what I mean? Like, find that loving space in you that can really turn a situation and then make things, lift the fog, help you see more eye to eye, but still remain, exactly who you are, right? Okay, I hope that little story made sense. Sometimes I go off on tangents. Okay, the next card. This is how it's going to show up in your external life if you go through this sort of uncovering of your deepest places and your shiniest spots. If you uncover those, you will experience a sense of rebirth. Literally, like you will, I love this, you will come from the lower density energies and you will expand and rise up and emerge different, and it may just be the slightest little shift or the littlest tweak, but that little change and that little sort of source of enlightenment, it's going to help lift that fog. It'll bring more clarity every moment that you make a little shift like that. Okay? You may find that your this path, if you choose to take it, Capricorn. I'm sorry, I just did Aquarius. You may find that it feels a little intense. Like you might find within you, churning up that internal power might wipe you out a little bit. Like physically, you might feel, whoa, that was not something I would normally do, and so the energy that released from it probably feels pretty intense. Or if that's the case, that's okay. Take a rest, sit with it, do more meditation, spend time in nature, let that intensity clear off, right? As that fog is lifted, you start to see things differently. But if this intensity is a direct result of that power struggle you might be in, or that sense of butting heads with someone, and you don't choose to take this path and to rely on your past wisdom, to know deep inside you have, things you can share about yourself that can help shift the situation and perceive it differently and ease that power struggle. If you choose not to do that, it could get worse. Okay? Which is okay, because then you could just circle back and start over and try again, right? But it's telling me that you have a period of time, probably, within the next 2 or 3 weeks, where things might get a little intense within you or with another. And that's okay. It's part of, life buckles down and then it eases up. So it's okay. And I was going to say, it's okay, but you need to just have faith that it's going to work out. And that's the last card I pulled, was trust. So the outcome of this whole reading and your zinger of a message is to just have trust. Have trust. If you're starting out in this veiled space where things aren't real clear, you don't know how to proceed, trust. Just trust. Life does work. It works. In the moments where it feels like it's not working, that is working for you too. If you can just realize that. Those little points of contention or moments of conflict with another or internal struggles, it's all for you. If you can master that, use your wisdom, that maturity that you carry and that knowledge that you have, that really life kind of always does work out. As hard as some lessons are, it ends up evening out, and you grow from there. You find that space of rebirth every now and then. If you can just skip it all and get to the trust factor, you're going to have an easy time. Okay, Capricorn? I hope this reading made sense. I hope it resonated for you and you connected to it. If not, check your moon and rising signs on my channel and see if maybe those connect for you at this time, because, energy fluctuates, or this could be stuff that just happened for you or that's about to, and then you kind of have a game plan and you know how to handle it. If it just happened and it didn't turn out, the fog never really got lifted all the way or whatever, then start over and know that you have a game plan. And it's always just tapping into your truest self and trusting that. Don't go through the wall. Find another way. Go around the wall, go over the wall, go the other way. But you don't have to stay in these head-butting sort of spaces in life. Even if it's not with another, but just something that's within you that's creating uncertainty. You don't have to stay there. There's always a path, right? Okay. Thank you, Capricorn. I will talk to you in August. Take care.